ঠিক আছে স্টার্ট স্যার
Good afternoon, respected chairperson sir and dear participants. First of all, I would like to thank the organizers of this first 2.0 and for giving me an opportunity to present my work in this platform. So the title of my work is Removal of Lead from Water by using limestone. So everybody knows that lead is a toxic element that is present in drinking water, that is in the groundwater that we used to take as a drinking water. But it used to affect our body if we take this lead with drinking water for a lot of time. Then it can cause difficulty in our neurological, cardiovascular, renal, gastrointestinal, so many other related diseases are there, which is because of this lead. That is why the World Health Organization has given a limit, that is 0.01 milligram per liter, maximum permissible limit. So actually 0.01 milligram per liter, it is not below that. Actually, it is not detectable in this atomic absorption spectrophotometer and like that. So that is why if it is possible, then we can remove complete 100% of lead from the water that we used to take. Now, there are so many methods for removal of lead from water, like precipitation, stabilization, ion exchange, and absorption, etc. Now, in our work, we have tried locally available limestone to remove lead through the formation of hydroxyapatite. We know that hydroxyapatite is a very good adsorbent, or it can also precipitate lead, it can precipitate fluoride, it can also precipitate arsenic. So this hydroxyapatite, we have also used this method for removal of fluoride. Here we are trying to remove lead by using hydroxyapatite, which will be synthesized in situ in a reaction chamber. So this work is a very simple one. We have an aim to establish a method for precipitation or for removal of lead from water by using limestone, and we are trying to mimic a process, that is, we use a household filter like sand gravel filter. So what we have done, we have just pieced the limestone in some smaller particles like 3 to 4 millimeter size, and then we have put this limestone in this chamber, and then we have added water which is containing lead, and there we have added some amount of phosphoric acid. So what happens when phosphoric acid reacts with the limestone, it will produce hydroxyapatite within that chamber, and that hydroxyapatite will precipitate lead following this reaction. So this reaction is used to show the formation of hydroxyapatite first, and then the hydroxyapatite will degrade in presence of the acid, and it will produce hydroxypyromorphite, which is having lead as a constituent. So after this, all this reaction has been established earlier, but this work we have tried in our laboratory, and we have found that more than 80% removal is there in case of this experiment. So we have started with 0.06 milligram per liter lead concentration, and we tried to remove it, and we have found it. And the removal is also constant. We have used this experiment for 32 times, and then we try to see how the limestone has behaved. And in this method, we have added the water to the chamber once, and then what we have done, we have taken out the water time to time. That means suppose after 1 hour, after 3 hours, after 6 hours, and then we measure the amount of lead, and then we measure the amount of pH, or what is the pH of that solution. So this is a very simple method, but we have an aim to, so that if this method is successful, then this can be used by a layman, a common man. So after that, what we have tried to analyze the limestone, and one more important thing I want to mention here is that because after addition of phosphoric acid, the pH is in between 2 to 3 pH. So that pH is also maintained because it is reacting with the limestone. So around 6. So which may be acceptable for drinking purpose. But later on we try to analyze the limestone before and after use. Now you can see one by one. This is the spectra, IR spectra. In IR spectra we have found the presence of phosphate ions and presence of OH ion, but it has not given so much information related with hydroxyapatite and the hydroxypyromorphite that has been formed. But later on what we have done XRD. In XRD we have found some peaks which is related with hydroxyapatite, limestone and also hydroxypyromorphite. So that means all the three compounds has been formed in the reaction chamber. That means the hydroxyapatite or limestone, that means the limestone is reacting with the phosphoric acid to produce the hydroxyapatite, which has again precipitated the hydroxypyromorphite. So in this way, after that we have taken this same NEDX, we have done the elemental analysis, and where we have found that in this first one, which is before use, there is no peak for lead, but in second one there is a broad peak of lead which has been found here. That means the surface of the limestone is having some amount of lead. So we can summarize the things. That means after this experimental result has shown one thing, that we can remove nearly 80% of lead that is present in the water, and the pH also maintained. And we hope that if we continue the experiment with different parameters for optimization, then definitely it will give us a method for removal of this limestone, for removal of this lead. The FTIR, XRD and SAM-EDX data, all this data has shown that the limestone quality is very good, and it can produce this hydroxyapatite which can remove this lead. And then this method may be precipitation as well as absorption. Both the two methods may be working. And this FTIR and XRD and SAM analysis also shows that there is no significant change in the limestone. That means even we use the limestone, after that we can again it can be reused for cement manufacturing or something like that. So this is all about the work. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity again. Thank you.